It's the Cable League. MTGO Show.
All right, pack one, pick one. The stip was draft power, win games, have fun. No power here, but Hull Breacher puts us in a spot to play any of the power 9, right? Because all of a sudden Time Twister becomes real good. Similarly, Mystical Tutor could find that Twister to help me combine with Hull Breacher. Or Time Walk or Ancestral Recall. You know, whatever power we find. Mystic Confluence, Prismatic Vista. What are we doing? Probably one of those, huh? Tidebinder would give them more to play around on 3. I'll take the Vista. I don't think we're going to mono bloom. I think it's nice to have good mana. The Beam Jar plays well with Hull Breacher. Skydiver's a hell of a card, though. Still the opponent's power, why not? Don't love Gadgeteer in this spot. Just requires you to have like a ton of artifacts that I'm not necessarily going to have. I could take Heath in case we end up blue-white. Relic would just be a sideboard card. What about Uro? Flame Slash appeals to me a lot. I mean, it's better than the Jace there. Yeah, Enlightened Tutor's tempting. If we did end up getting a LED for Echo, then the E-Tutor could find it, and the Mystical Tutor could find Echo. We just, like, pair them together really consistently. And then it's possible we want to consider black. Oh, the Tundra Wield. Savannah's in there, too. It's possible we want to be thinking about black for Orcs and Shielded. Even though black hasn't been especially open. Alright, draft power, let's go. I guess we get 5 more picks this pack. This should go faster though, huh? You can't read Savannah in a regular voice. What odd voice do you put on Savannah? 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 I feel like Confluence Wheeling is a good sign, huh? Good sign for the blue mage. Maybe we end up with Fastbond. Maybe we're the Fastbond deck. Couple of fetches for Titania. Big fan of that Once Upon a Time card. No power. I don't hate Noko, though. If I had to choose 2 of the 3 stip criteria of draft power, win games, and have fun, I would draft power and win games. Easy. Easy. Yeah, Oku's power 20. As good as Misty is, I think we need some early game interaction, huh? I think I want to take the leak of the counterspell. What do y'all think? I think our mana's gonna be good enough for counterspell. I'll take the more powerful card. We're on his way to bin Echo. Jace is pretty good, though. Still pretty good. You know why Gush looks good? I mean, if we end up with Fastbond, Gush would be sweet. The big worm is kind of interesting, in case we see Flash. We already have Mystical Tutors, so you can find the Flash more often. Looks like chat was actually split on Counterspell versus Leak there. Force of Will, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. A little BP action. Sail is good with Hull Breacher, but it doesn't make the opponent discard. So you're just like, you're playing like a sweet draw spell, and your opponent doesn't get to benefit from it. Hey, the Nun thinks the sub thinks the 72 months. Ooh. All right, now I want that sail wheel hum. The Nun says, sub message ahoy. Hope all is good. All is indeed well. Thank you. And thanks for the sub. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Days thinks the 24 months. Blue-green are fun colors. And it feels like this version's coming together, hum. Fastbomb working well with the Tireless Tracker. Titanium. Hull Breacher with the draw 7. You open for that Zerdorb, that Zorb action. We don't have a ton going on in the early game, but the Fastbomb gets us to late game real quick. And then we have Force Will and Counterspell. Force Will helps a lot. As much as I like Sheldock Isle, I'm going to go with Waterlogged Grove here. It just pairs a little bit better with Titania and like getting the double blue, double green for Uro. Oh shit, what up? Hey, RG Jars thinks 87 months. Did I end up playing much cons on Arena? No, I didn't touch it. I had stuff going on. Oh, there's that LED for the Echo. I think I want that. Upheaval's good with Fast Spawn, but it's kind of bad with the entire rest of my deck, right? The Halfling is kind of interesting, and could turn to the Oko off of it. I think if you're playing Echo, you want the LED in your deck. And it might look really good if we get more other draw 7s, right? The Gush and the Crucible both play well with that Fast Bond. Right now we have 2 fetches. Love that Lotus Cobra pickup. Some real sweet wheels, yeah. Not really an Urza deck. We can Mystical Tutor for channel. The issue is we don't really have anything to channel into right now. I think we've only passed like 1 Eldrazi though. I think there's another couple floating. Brainstorm, Secure Tribe Elder, Besiege You, One Ring. Those are all options. I'm gonna take the channel. Do I ever listen to The Sword? I do indeed. The Sword was the band that kind of got me into the genre of music. I got both married and divorced in a Sword t-shirt. Yeah, I like the Talisman. I like the Sylvan Library too. Short marriage? Yeah, it wasn't. And I didn't change it once. It was the same t-shirt, yeah. I do have more now, though. More Sword merch. Oh, speak of the devil. I'm literally wearing a... It wasn't this one. True Pessimist Station. That card's fucked up, huh? So we didn't manage to draft Power, but we did draft some Power-esque cards. LED, basically Black Lotus, right? Echo, basically Time Twister, if you do have the LED. Does Grim Monolith make sense here? Oh, let's take the Courser, Courser Fast Bond. And then a Noble Hierarch. I've also had my feelings here with Pessimization. Kind of a fucked up card. Yeah, I dig this Narset. Ooh, hello, Tropical Island. We have a couple cuts to make here, Maybe it's that Steve I just got. Maybe Skydiver go to the sideboard. Our mana's really good, but I could cut Cryptic to not have to worry about triple bloom. I think you keep Cryptic in. Break Sage for the sideboard. Yeah, I don't know what my last cut is. Maybe it's Steve. I thought Steve's another card going to the bin for Uro. Safekeeper combines with Titanium. It's also a way for Uro to beat a Crocus, which is kind of nice. Or can protect Hull Breacher when we're in, playing our draw 7. It's mostly there for the Titanium. Good to be able to actually win a game, One of them so-called win cons. Our deck doesn't really have removal, so our win condition needs to be able to beat a board of stuff. And Titania, Safekeeper, can do that. Yeah, I think Steve's the cut. So this would be 10 green sources and 12 blue. It feels pretty good. Maybe it's supposed to 11-11. A lot of my green stuff produces blue mana, right? The Noble, the Lotus Cobra. We do need some double greens. I do have Cryptic, though. Yeah, I think it's fine either way, but we do need green on one. On the draw. Our mana's good. Hand's kind of slow. Let's take them all. Very solid chance I should have been to the Fast Bond and kept Hull Breacher here. I was thinking that Fast Bond and Tracker might get to pop off. So we don't have double green for a Courser Rip off the top here. And we would need one more land for a Sail. So a Tropical Island or something is actually probably one of my better draws. We can beat exactly one good thing, yeah. I'm gonna let that one resolve. Alright. That's Sparrow's headquarters just opened up the deck, Courser, Sail, Cryptic Command, Jace the Mind Sculptor. Oh, did I update Stream Decker? I didn't. I saved it, though. I can do that now. Echo's not live. Echo's not a possible draw. We bended off our mulligan. But there is, Titania and Mystic Confluence. Another couple of 5s in there. Most of the deck's live, though. Are we going to counter the flashback on Lingering Souls? Wouldn't you like to know? They just put a Luris to hand. Fantastic. Yes, I would like to know, Caleb. That's why I asked the question. Wouldn't you like to know? Wouldn't that be convenient? How I feel about this Mother of Runes. I think that's fine. You counter that, just get it back with Luris anyway. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Stone, thanks to 86 months. Good evening. The crop rotting. They got Gaia's Cradle in there. For the Luris deck. Let's get all 5 colors here. Well, at least the opponent is beating me down mercifully quickly. Nothing more unfun than a miserably long, grindy game. Think about Ooze and Stern Scolding, since they're doing Lyra stuff. I'm gonna cut the Talisman. If we see it, we'll board it in, Magatang. Did they play a Mox there? Just have to keep 6? I think you do it at a certain point, Draws are not coming together, though. Kind of in the name of the game today. Yeah, I think you're right, Magatag. I think they did have a jet. How many elves do we have? Like 1-drops? We have a single Noble Hierarch. We're also using Fast Bond. And Lotus Cobra and such. And some cheap counters to have like early game plays. Yarp. Hell yeah, Tuffy. And then I'll retitle the stream. Turbo Depths could be a lot of fun. We've successfully denied the Lingering Souls flashback. We might RBD. At least serve with Nishoba here. I think that is sadly the plan. Could Cryptic tap them here. Oh shit. Got like actual food. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm thinking about Jace Brainstorm and then cracking the Heath to shuffle. Might put us in a spot where we like need to fog pretty quickly though. Girlfriend to the rescue indeed. Some cheesy green beans. And then it looks like a lightly breaded pork. All attacking me? Interesting. I thought for sure they'd be clearing Jace. They must have their reasons. If they'd served all at Jace, I just wouldn't have even bothered. But I don't hate this. Fair enough. Yeah, attack makes a lot more sense. If they think there's a chance they can just kill me. And they can always decide to kill Jace here anyway. Looks like Xaxes to me. Well, that was brutal. Let's hit the overlay, Shadow Titan. Obviously, Fashino Panic. I'm joking because it's a lighthearted stip. Is it okay? Am I allowed? Technically, Caleb, the stip has to be played within the Yeah, turn 2 counterspell on the draw. Looking a smidge slow here. But the opponent only has 2 cards left in hand. So if they just have like 1 piece of business, then maybe we'll be okay. I think we'll let Dryad resolve. The Dryad is really good with the Rofellos, of course. But that kind of only matters if the curve goes up quite a bit higher. Almost done stuffing Magab. How do you know how much fun I had? Knowing you know? Maybe I'm a masochist. Their Dryad didn't even serve in. It is a good thing he was not a mana leak. Oh, if it was a mana leak, I would have countered the Dryad and they wouldn't have had the mana for Teferi yet. To be fair. I don't know why you'd want to be fair, but to be fair. Just making their city traders look awkward, that's all. Was the only thought behind that bounce. How good is blue-white control? It's alright. Control is still good, but like the threats from aggro have gotten better and better over the years. Oh, I guess they just replay this for Fellows. Should have drawn a card. They floated black mana. Fair enough. Interesting, Hobo. I get the Allison chains. Yeah, it is looking like the Dryad's more and more important as the game goes on. Interesting, Hobo. I don't know if I've listened to that much Grand Funk. Maybe I should rectify that. I guess it's slightly better to just lead on Courser, huh? Because then I gain a life from that land coming into play. Plus 1 life total. Awesome. I'm starting to feel like this deck's a smidge better when it has a fast bond. You saw Hacken last weekend by accident. You went to go see a movie and they were playing in the same venue. That's so fucking awesome. I'm very jealous. Kind of feels like the opponent's got to do something real groovy here, right? We're 1 man away from just like if there's a untapped land under that Force of Will, we just get a Hull Breacher, echo them. Deck, alright. This is not Tom Down Man. You're talking about Howling Giant, and we did listen to some Howling Giant earlier, but this is Wolftooth that we're listening to right now. How embarrassing, me without my Hull Breacher. Similar genre, for sure. The more recent Wolftooth albums, the vocals sound a bit different. I guess, I was looking forward to doing Hull Breacher stuff. But this feels really good. I get to do more coarser stuff. Yeah, I guess I can do both, Like Oak of the Woodfall Primus. Server them with Tracker. They're only at 10, so 7/6 is like kind of real. I thought for a second I was going to need the Noble Hierarch Exalted, but I super don't, right? And then we can just pass turn. And they try and draw with Dak, it's going to look very bad for them. It's going to be particularly bad if they try and loot with Dak. I'm sorry, Dak, there's a Hull Breach. I took an extra damage than I needed to, because there's a Yavimaya out, but I don't think it's going to matter here. Alright, so I get 2 treasure, and then you discard 2 cards. Blah, 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 blah. One of them was Fractured Identity? That's so fucked up. Alright, I feel a little bit better. Hull Breaching somebody in response to a deck uptick when they had exactly 2 cards in hand. You don't get to draw any cards. You do get to discard 2 cards, and I make 2 treasure. The only thing you're jealous about in my American ways is the awesome bands and music selection and concerts. Oh yeah. Yep. Europe's pretty good for that too. I went to a metal festival in Germany once, and all the bands that I was very excited to see there, that just like don't come to the States very often, all the people there were like very medium on because they'd seen them a bunch. And all the bands that they were really stoked about were like the American bands that were over there to tour. And I already seen them. Kind of funny. Not like haha funny, but you know. You really enjoy the addition of food, clues, and treasures and magic? Yeah. Yeah, me too. Those have all been good additions. I'm with you there. I think we have to keep most, like, Force of Will, good mana hands to prevent mulling to Oblivion. We just gotta, like, buy enough time. Yeah, our best draws right now are, like, Counterspell and Fast Bond. Wouldn't hate just, like, another blue card, so I didn't have to put pitch Hull Breacher to force. Love the opponent giving me a little bit of time here, and love that for me. Hell yeah, Brecken's Gotham. Hell yeah. If we have the Talisman on turn 2, then the tracker could already be producing. But next turn I can crack a clue and get the Talisman down. Hard to imagine something that costs 5 that I'm not going to force here. Yeah, fuck that. I'm sorry, Hullbreachy! I'm sorry! Oh man, we just sit here and crack these clues. I wish Hullbreacher was here to enjoy this. Narset's kind of like Hullbreacher at home. We get Narset and Echo. Hopefully I don't end up regret. Let's serve. Are we having fun? We're having all the fun. We have a Narset in play. We're about to Mystical Tutor for Echo. We won last game by flashing in a Hullbreacher in response to the opponent upticking DAC on themselves. And they conceded. Because they only had 2 cards in hand, and then they had no cards. Hey, Tyrolean, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 24 months. The 2 years. You're having fun too? Yes, good, good. Oh, they're clearing my Narset? Amazing. I think we still fire off this Mystical Tutor, but now we get, like, a sweet counterspell or something. Life, finds a way. Yeah. Yeah, like Cryptic, Mystic Confluence, and Sail. Let's grab Mystic. That seems kind of hard to beat here. My opponent has correctly deduced that I will waste my Mystic Confluence if they play nothing. I could have hit the Lotus Cobra in there if I play it before my first land drop. And then I could have used Lotus Cobra mana to crack the Waterlogged Grove here. Opponent's only at 5. I don't think it matters. All of a sudden, we had so many 5/5s. Yay. I don't think we're going to be casting this Mystical. I think we're going to be pitching into this Force. We'll see. Yeah, I almost prefer a land here, but I'll do this. And then, of course, you can find me land drops, right? Yeah. Kind of aggressive force on my part, especially because we can't get value off the course of this turn. Sure. Well, maybe I wasn't supposed to play that land off the top, huh? Maybe I was supposed to play the Euro. No, it doesn't make any sense. It's not any better. So the opponent knows that I have Narset in hand, but they do not know about the Hull Breacher. I have not done a Vile Smasher step. Vile Smasher got pulled from the old cube. The Narset just resolved, huh? Did I talk about Dune yet? I did not. That's wrong. I did talk about it. People have been asking me about it. I thought it was fine. I liked it about as much as I liked the first one. I was glad I saw it on the IMAX. It's not exciting, but I think Counterspell's the pick here. Definitely feels like a Wandering Emperor turn, yeah. Correct, Mio. Yeah, if you enjoyed the first one, you should enjoy this one. If anything, the set pieces are a little bit more epic. We could bring that Euro back. I'd spend 3 mana and get another land drop. Yeah, I think that's decent. Oh, we just got a Jarvis raid. Yeah, welcome, Jarvis. We were jamming out, playing some Vintage Cube, of course. Yeah, I'm just gonna echo. I've changed my mind. How was your stream? You're jamming charity fundraising, right? Is you and Hayne? Oh, fun. Jamming some just chatting. Well, if I bounced the Ledger Shredder, would they have had to discard it there? I think they would have. I don't think it matters much here, though. And I suppose I shall echo again. Why not, huh? Ooh, a fast bond. I guess I should be making blue for this Cryptic hum. I'm gonna get the tracker down first. I'm gonna go ahead and crack the clue. I like the idea of force in hand. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Ninja Wraith, thanks for the 50 months. I believe I only have 10 damage here. But having force blue card in hand feels like it'll be good enough, hum. Rawr. Not a bad turn. We had LED looking like Black Lotus. It was sick that the turn we echoed, we had Counterspell up. I enjoyed that. I kind of want to give Moto a quick restart. It was a little sluggish. So I'm going to do that real quick. Perfect. Oh yeah, so Barrington's always looking good. Putting me to shame. So we've had Fastball pop off with Courser and draw 7s. We haven't played it with Gush yet. Kind of a cool way to close this match out if we paired them. The first game we got murdered, but the deck is sweet. Oh yeah, our first match. Yep. I mean, the first match was an opponent that was like very prepared to murder folk. And that's what this sort of deck is weak against, right? It's not like we have like a bunch of removal and stuff. I do need to remember to finish my match, yeah. The league is finishing in 2 days! I liked it better last week when I had the dates wrong. I thought I was going to get one more week of Vintage Cube. A couple of days of jamming Legacy with the Warhammer 40k card should be sweet, though. I've been jonesing for that for a long time. Have I ever told the story of how Sir Barrington got knighted? Oh, no. That story is for Sir Barrington to tell. And Sir Barrington alone. We'll just say it's not very often that the knight bears. And that's for good reason. So much blood. Oh, it's on Moto, Daiko. It's on Moto, but you have to buy it from, you have to buy it from the store. They're not, like, releasing them in packs and stuff. So you have to buy a pre-con. Which makes them expensive, but at least it lets the Legacy players play Legacy. So I'm still happy about it. I also want to cycle his headquarters. One more card in the bin for Uroham. You can still trade them and buy them from bots, but if there's exactly one tournament playable card in the pre-con, what are the bots going to sell that card for, right? It's going to be the same as if you had just bought the pre-con yourself. Only, you know, there's the chance that some of that other stuff will be worth more later. So yeah, not recommended. But obviously any card on Moto can be bought and traded and such. You didn't realize only one card was permanently playable in each one. On Moto, like, that's just how card prices work. Like, if you look at like card prices for regular sets too, there'll be like the few cards that are playable in standard or modern and stuff, and they'll like be worth a ton, and then like everything else will be very affordable, because that's just like how the Moto economy works. So they sell a precon, like most of that stuff's commander cards, right? Like it's not like Soul Rings or whatever worth anything on Moto. I think in one of them there's like 2 cards of interest. So you can buy one for $27 and the other one for $13 or something. But in general, you are just better off scooping them up. It was literally cheaper to buy the precons when I was looking at it. Infinite ticket glitch? No, because you're not buying the tickets with you're not buying the Warhammer 40K things with tickets. You're buying them with dollars. So if you buy them and then sell them to the bots, you are getting more ticks than the dollars you're spending, but you're also spending tax on the dollar dues. So you wouldn't be able to withdraw those tickets that you're making without taking a loss, right? A discount on ticks, right? How the draft's gone? Mixed, Digital Sparrow. Very, very, very mixed. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just supposed to replay the Narset. I was hoping to go like Narset into Cryptic or something, and then like protect the Narset. Hell yeah. Immediate value. Ooh, the good stuff. Am I fine shuffling away this Titania, or do I want to draw? I think shuffling away is fine. They thought scoured me? Isn't that awesome for me? I'm glad I got scoured, huh? Uh-oh. The Courser train has left the station. Or returned to the station, however you want to look at it. 10 lands pulled so far. I was hoping I would get to gush this game. Always pretty fucked up with Fast Bond Hum. Classic combo. The one time I played Canelander, I was using that that fetchable island, that mystic whatever. I was using that to put Time Walk on top of my deck. And then I was bouncing it with Gush. I was just having the best time. Mystic Sanctuary, that's the one. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Johnny Blanco, thanks for the sob, thanks for 54 months. Suppose. So we need this Once Upon a Time to find Tyler Striker, maybe? My proof stack is not Canelander, it's EDH. Awkward. Where's that tracker I was talking about? Why is playing Crack LED? We're very close to getting Uro back. We need like one more card in there. I think I'm supposed to pass here. Shit. That makes rebuying Uro look a lot worse, The tracker can still draw cards, but only on the opponent's turn. And just once per turn. Feels like this one's slipping away from me. Not loving my odds. Yeah, just actually getting the Narset off the board. It's looking more and more difficult, And unfortunately, this doesn't really do anything for me because the Uro is not able to draw on my turn with the Narset down. Yeah, I love that deep singer's voice. Some Estonian up in the Twitch stream. Is Cryptic gone? Cryptic is not gone. Upheaval? Yeah, that card would be sexy here. Not in my deck, though. That's interesting, huh? Oh, because they have Hull Breacher, I can't crack this clue to draw. If it was just Narset, we could. We could crack this clue and have a Cryptic Command this turn. What's my out? Winning. Oh, she went up. Haste Moss 15. These are the 60 months. Yeah, a lot of times when you're behind on a complex board and you have cards and you're not going to like do multiple things, it's very often not just like, oh, I'll just draw this one card and win the game immediately. Wow, my win the game card. A lot of times outs are like combinations of things that aren't going to like necessarily line up in one predictable order, right? And like the puzzle's going to come together if it can. Okay, okay. It's pretty good. Means I'm not gonna be able to clear the Gideon with its Cryptic Command. If I was to draw a card on the opponent's turn right now, the Narset wouldn't do anything and the Hull Breacher would give them a treasure and I wouldn't draw a card. After that first draw, then they would start like not getting treasure because of the Narset. How much do they have on board? 5, 10. That Wandering Emperor is going to get to down tick on the tracker. Yeah, we have Echo left, but I feel like Echo's not going to be enough now. Maybe this is Mystic. I could like answer a bunch of things. Like I could bounce 3 creatures this turn. And then untap an Echo. And that could work. But as is, well, might as well take the draw step, huh? Wandering Emperor upticked, so I still have tracker. Not a lot of fast bond value available to me here, though. Yeah, we'd have to be able to Echo and get back Cryptic and be able to cast Cryptic, which seems difficult. I could get Uro back, which gains life, which is kind of nice. You believe in me? I do not necessarily. So it's a good thing one of us does. Yeah, there's that Echo. There's just not enough mana for everything. I need that LED back, huh? Oh, and this exiles my Cryptic anyway. Yeah, it's a scoop here. Eh? The way that game went, I actually don't mind it. Our mana's good enough. The self-mill win? Yeah, it might happen, huh? It's pretty easy to get there with Sailor to the West, actually. And it can, you know, get me closer to victory, even if they have Narset down or something. And the self-mill's good with Uro. I could even, like, mill Echo, maybe. Where did the Hull Breacher go? The Hull Breacher was a token. Yeah. So we were just answering it with the bounce. The Yoko hard carry. Maybe if we get it down fast enough, If they're coming down on the same turn, I'd rather have a Gideon than a Noko, huh? Yarp. True Nemesis. Yeah, but, like, that's like one card out of my opponent's whole deck, right? It's not like their deck in general is good at pressuring walkers. You can also sandbag Jace until it's about to win. And it takes multiple True Name hits, same with Oko. It was awkward with Narset, that last game. We did board in Scolding versus Aggro earlier. Though it never really lined up. Oh, hey, we only have 7 minutes for this game 3. Maybe a reason to have scooped earlier last game. I was kind of having fun, though, seeing if I could drum up some kind of action. No. Oh man, I want that Echo. I'm gonna take the fast bond though. With Tracker Gush in hand, I think this fast bond's gonna be sweet. And then we just pass. We can Sail or Cryptic on the turn, whatever we want to do. Now we can get some blue mana up in this. And now we got Force Will backup. Which, despite my time being in the red, should be plenty, from this spot. What did we lose to? We lost to Aggro in the first round. And it was not particularly close. Our opening hands get a lot better if we have a fast bond, but not all of our openers have fast bond, right? This one didn't. Like we had to like dick around with Narset to get it. Against the deck that we lost to, we would have like already been dead. By the time we got fast bond rolling. GG. Not bad. We have another step in the queue. I'm going to fire that up right now. This one's for Turbo Depths.